In our next question 7, we have to depict the graph, study the graph and give our answers. Okay. The graph given alongside shows how the speed of a car changes. How the speed of a car changes with time. Here on x-axis we have time, on y-axis we have as speed. What is the initial speed of the car? The point where it is starting, the point where it is starting is our position A, the point A. Therefore, initial speed is at A. I say it is how much? Because the speed is in kilometer per hour, I said 10 kilometer per hour. So this is our first question answer. Second, what is the maximum speed attained by the car? See the graph on y-axis. See the y-axis. So this is our maximum speed. Hence the maximum speed is 35 kilometer per hour. Then, which part of the graph shows zero acceleration? Zero acceleration is shown from this position, from point B to point C. There is zero acceleration, means there is no increase in speed. If there is increase in speed, the graph would be like this. If there is decrease in speed, the graph would be like this. But there is constant acceleration, then the graph will be a linear. So increase, constant and decrease. So this is increase, constant and decrease. So therefore for constant will be BC. BC is our part where the graph is with constant or zero acceleration. Which part of the graph shows varying retardation? Retardation means decrease in speed. As we can see from point C to point D, there is decrease in speed. Decrease in speed means retardation. So the part of the graph which shows retardation is C to D. Okay. This is our fourth question answer. And fifth question, find the distance travelled in the first 8 hours. Okay. Where is our first 8 hours? This is our first 8 hours. So from here to here it is our first 8 hours. For the first 8 hour, the time is 8 hours. It is having a speed of 35 km per hour. Okay, I saw the time on x-axis and speed on y-axis. This is our point. And for 8 hours, I saw this has to be 35 km per hour and time as 8 hours. So I'll calculate the distance. Distance is equals to speed into time. 8 into 35. That is equals to 280 kilometer. Okay, I hope you understand how to study the graph. Here it was a graph of speed and time. Let's go to another question. Here's our question 8. This is another velocity time graph where I have to understand about questions. Okay, the first question here is, what is the acceleration from A to B? They are asking us to find the acceleration from point A to point B. So the acceleration from point A to point B will be, at point A, initial velocity is 0 meter per second, whereas at point B, the final velocity is 25 meter per second. And the time taken to go from position A to B, is 3 seconds. Okay. Now that we have u, v and t, I can calculate the acceleration, that is v minus u by t, that is equals to 25 minus 0 by 3, which is equals to 25 by 3 meter per second square. If you want to calculate in decimal, you can. Okay, second, acceleration from B to C. Now we have to do from B to C. So at B, the initial velocity is how much? 25 meter per second. And at C, it should be 17.5. V will be 17.5 meter per second. Okay. And time period here to move from B to C, it is 3 to 4. So to move from 3 to 4, it is 1 second. Okay. Then acceleration will be 17.5 minus 25 by 1. That is equals to minus 7.5 meter per second square. Let's see the third one. Third, they are asking us to find the distance covered in the region ABE. Distance covered in the region A, B and E. Okay, what is our distance covered in the region ABE will be this part. Okay, this is our ABE part. Okay. According to VT graph, we have seen in VT graph, distance will be the area under, distance is area under A, B and E, or you can say area covered by ABE. That is nothing but area of triangle ABE. Here area of triangle is half into base into height, where a half into base is given as how much? Here our base will be time. So from here to this position is 0, 1, 2, 3. It is 3. And height will be from this point to this point. Height is our BE. BE is how much? 25. So calculate them. So half into base into height, it is 75 by 2, which is nothing but 37.5 meter. This is our third bit. Okay, let's do the fourth one. They are asking us to find average velocity from C to D. Average velocity from C to D. Average velocity is total displacement by total time. Total displacement S by total time. That is equals to, firstly we have to find what is the displacement. So displacement S is area under CDE, that is half into base is how much? DF into height is CF. So that is equals to half into base. Base is given as from 4 to 6. DF is from 4 second to 6 second, it is 2. And CF from 0 to 17.5. So that is equals to 17.5 meter. Average velocity is, total displacement we have found out to be 17.5, which is divided by the time taken from C to D, it is from 4 to 6. So it is 2 seconds. That will be 8.75 meter per second. The last bit they are asking us to do, distance covered in the region BCFE. Okay, let's see the distance covered in the region BCFE. Where is BCFE? Okay, here's our B, C, F and E. Okay, this is in the form of a triangle and a rectangle. So B, C, F and E. As this is in the form of a triangle, consider the triangle to be figure 1, then find the area of this, area of 1, area of 2, add them, you will get your answer. Now that you understand how to solve and study the velocity time graph, I hope you understood this question easily. Now let's do our next question. Okay, here's our question 9. It states that a bike riding at 22.4 meter per second skids to come to a halt in 2.55 seconds. Conclude the skidding distance of the bike. So on the basis of the given data, this is our bike. Okay, this is our bike. This is our bike which is moving at 22.4 meter per second. It skids at this point, it is skidding and comes to halt after 2.55 seconds. So your U is 22.4 meter per second and time period is 2.55 seconds. Because it is coming to halt, its final velocity will be 0 meter per second. Halt means it is going to stop. Suppose you are driving a vehicle, suddenly it skids and obviously it will stop. So V will be how much? 0 meter per second. Now you have to calculate S. To calculate S, first let's calculate A. A equal to V minus U by T. V is given as 0 minus 22.4 by T. T is 2.55. That is equals to minus 22.4 by 2.55. That is equal to minus 8.78 meter per second square. So now that we have A is equals to minus 8.78 meter per second square, I will use S is equals to V square minus U square by 2A. V is given as 0 square, U square 22.4 whole square by 2A. 2 is given as minus 8.78. Okay, let's calculate. And that is equals to 501.76 by minus 17.56. Minus and minus gets cancelled. Hence that is equals to 28.57 meters. Okay, so what do you understand by this? We understand that when the bike was going at 22.4 meter per second, it skids. When it skids, it took some time to stop, and that is 2.55 second. It is what it took to stop. So your U is 22.4, V is 0 meter per second because it is coming to stop, and after skidding it took 2.55 seconds. So firstly I have to calculate acceleration V minus U by T. I have calculated and I got A is equals to minus 8.78 meter per second square. Then I used third equation of motion. S is equals to V square minus U square by 2A. Then I solved all these. Then I got our displacement as 28.57. It means that after the bike skid, it traveled a distance of 28.57 meter. Okay, let's see our next question. An athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter 200 meter in 40 seconds. Okay. On the basis of the given data, they have said that there is a circle and the athlete is moving from, considering this is the point where the athlete is moving, and they have given us, this is our center, and they have given us the diameter to be, the diameter is given as how much? The diameter is given as 200 meter. So that is equals to, therefore radius will be equal to 200 by 2, that is equals to 100 meter. Okay, time period is given as 40 seconds to complete one round. What will be the distance covered at the and the displacement? So they are asking us to find D and S at the end of 2 minutes. 2 minutes 20 seconds. End of 2 minutes 20 seconds. 2 minutes 20 seconds will be how much? 120 seconds plus 20 seconds, total will be 140 seconds. So to cover to cover one round, to cover from here to again there, it took him 40 seconds. So for one round it is 40 seconds. Therefore, total time by time taken for one round, time taken for one round will give me number of rounds he did. So that is equals to total time is how much? Total time is 140 by 40. That is 3.5 rounds. So now I understand that the person is going around the circular track for around 3.5 rounds. Okay. If I say this is our circular track, then the person is going one round, again another round, again another round. In this circular track, he has done how many rounds? 3 rounds. Okay. So he will stop the fourth round for a half circle. Understood? What I am trying to say, see, this is our first round. And second round, again he will reach the same point. Third round, again he will reach the same point. But for half round, he will reach the half point. So what will be his initial and final points? So this will be his initial point and this will be his final point. Okay. So this is our initial point and this is our final point. Okay, now that we understand that it is going for 3.5 rounds, this is our initial position and this is our final position. Now we have to find the distance and displacement covered. Okay, distance will be 2 pi r for one round into 3.5. So that will be equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into, why did I take 2 pi r? Because it is the circumference of circle. So for one round it will be 2 pi r, for two rounds it will be 2 pi r. So I have multiplied by 3.5 rounds into r. R is given as how much? 100 meter into 3.5. So the answer will be 2200 meter. So the total distance travelled by the body is how much? 2200 meter. Okay. Whereas displacement S will be, we know that displacement is the shortest path, so this he will come from position A to position B. The athlete will directly come from A to B. That is nothing but our diameter. Hence AB is nothing but diameter. So AB will be equal to how much? Because we know the diameter is given as 200 meters, therefore the displacement is 200 meter. So distance is 2200 meter and the displacement is 200 meter. Again, an athlete completes one round of a circular track of diameter. So diameter is given as 200 meters, then we found the radius to be as 100 meter. We have divided it by 2. And it is saying that he is to complete one round it took him 40 seconds. What will be the distance covered with and the displacement at the end of 2 meter 20 seconds. So at the end of 2 meter 20 seconds, the total time is 140 seconds. So if I do the divide total time by time taken for him for 1 second, I'll get number of rounds. Therefore the number of rounds was 3.5. Then I made you understand where the initial and final points will be. On the basis of that, we have calculated this sum. Let's see our next. Okay, here's our next question. It says that a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. A ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. Considering the ball is here. At some point the ball is here and it is being dropped from a height of 20 meter and this is our ground. So from ground the height is given as, height is nothing but displacement is given as 20 meter It is saying if its velocity increases uniformly, so acceleration is given as 10 meter per second s power minus m second square. What velocity will it strike the ground? So initial velocity is taken as 0 meter per second because it is starting and ball is gently being dropped. And your final velocity we don't know, that is what we have to find. By using third equation of motion, I'll do v square minus u square is equals to 2as. Here v square minus u square is 0 square, 2as is 10 into s is given as 20. So v square is equals to 20 into 20. V is given as root over 20 into 20, that is equals to v is equals to 20 meter per second. Now that we found the first part of this question, the second part is asking us to find the time t. Now we have VUA, so I'll use first equation of motion. I'll say t is equals to v minus u by a. How did I get this? This I got from acceleration, or you can say from first equation of motion. I derived t is equals to v minus u by a. So t is equals to, where my v is how much v we have found out just now, 20 minus u is 0 by acceleration is again given as 10. So t will be how much? 20 by 10, that is equals to 2 seconds. So now this is how we solve our 11th question. Considering the ball to be gently dropped, because it is gently dropped from rest, then I say u equal to 0 meter per second. And because it is completely increasing its uniform velocity uniformly, and I say acceleration is given as 10 meter per second square. At a distance or height or a displacement, s is equals to 20 meters, how much will be my final velocity? That is what they are asked. With what velocity means I'll have to find my velocity. I used third equation of motion to solve. My v is equals to 20 meter per second, and t, time taken from first equation of motion, or you can say from acceleration, time velocity relation. Then I solved this, then I got my t to be t is equals to 2 seconds. Okay, question 12 states that an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit. It is moving in a circular orbit where its radius is given as, radius r is given as 42250 kilometer, and its speed, calculate its speed. You have to find the speed here. We have to find v, and it takes 24 hours to revolve around the earth. Time taken to revolve around the earth is 24 hours. So given, this is our small r, sorry. Okay, this is our small r, and time t is taken as 24 hours. Therefore, speed is equals to distance by time. Here the distance will be 2 pi r by t. 2 pi r in the sense 2 into 22 by 7 into r, 42250 by 24. So let's calculate. After calculating, it will be around 11,065 kilometer per hour. So I hope you understood the concepts and a few numericals on different topics. So this is how you have to solve numericals from motion chapter.